Far beyond the city lights and the restless noise of modern life, there lies a place where time moves slowly, where the wind carries songs older than memory. That place is the Savannah, and among its golden fields once lived a little girl named Amani. She was small, curious, and often seen sitting beneath an old acacia tree, watching the moon rise each evening, a silver eye watching over her world. The villagers said Amani asked too many questions. Why does the moon follow me home? Why do stars disappear when the sun wakes up? Can the wind carry dreams? Her grandmother, a kind old woman with eyes that had seen many rains, would laugh softly and say, "Child, the moon belongs to the sky. You cannot plant it like you plant beans or maize." But Amani only smiled, her eyes glimmering like small stars. "Maybe," she whispered, "but if I try, perhaps the sky will come closer." One night, when the world was sleeping, and only the night creatures whispered, Amani crept outside. She held a smooth, round, white stone she had found near the river, pale like the moon itself. Kneeling behind her house, she dug a small hole in the earth, her fingers cold and trembling. "Grow," she said softly, "and shine for those who have no light." She covered it gently and smiled up at the sky, where the real moon watched silently, as if listening. Days turned into weeks. Amani watered the little patch of soil every morning. The villagers would pass by and shake their heads. "Look at her," they'd say, "trying to plant the moon." The children laughed too, tossing pebbles near her garden. But Amani didn't stop. She believed that dreams, like seeds, take time to grow. And then one quiet night, something changed. The air felt thick, as though holding its breath. Amani knelt by her garden and saw it, a faint glow rising from the soil, like a soft silver mist. Slowly, a stem began to push upward, delicate and shimmering, its leaves glowing faintly under the moonlight. And at its top, a small, round bud posing with light. Amani's heart beat fast. "You grew," she whispered. "You really grew." The next morning, the village awoke to a sight they would never forget. A plant that shone like a lamp stood in Amani's garden. Its light washed over the hut, reflecting in everyone's eyes. "It's magic!" someone shouted. "No, it's a gift from the ancestors," said another. Everyone came to see it, men, women, even the chief himself. For a moment, the village was united in wonder. But soon, admiration turned to greed. "If we take the plant to the marketplace, we'll be rich," said one man. "No, it should belong to the chief's compound," argued another. "It grew on my side of the fence," someone else shouted. The arguments grew louder, and Amani, standing quietly beside her plant, felt a deep sadness she couldn't explain. The people pushed and pulled, each claiming ownership of the miracle. In the chaos, someone tugged too hard, and the glowing fruit snapped from its stem. It rolled across the dusty ground, bounced once, twice, and fell into the nearby river. The water hissed as the light sank below the surface. And just like that, the glow was gone. The villagers froze. That night, when the real moon was supposed to rise, it didn't. The sky was dark, empty, hollow. The people wept in fear. "The gods are angry," they cried. "We have broken a sacred gift." Amani walked to the river, the same one where her moon had disappeared. She knelt by the edge, tears streaming down her face. "I didn't plant you for greed," she whispered. "I planted you for hope." The water shimmered faintly, as if listening to her sorrow, and then a silver ripple spread across the surface. Slowly, the reflection of the moon appeared, whole again, rising from the water's depths. The glow grew brighter, climbing into the sky until it hung once more above the savannah. shining stronger than ever. The villagers gathered in silence, staring up at the sky. None spoke, but in their hearts they understood. The moon had forgiven them because one little girl's dream had been pure. From that day, the villagers built a small garden where Amani's moon plant had once grown. Every full moon, silver flowers bloomed there, lighting the village with soft, peaceful glow. Travelers came from far and wide to see it, and they always asked, "Who planted the moon?" And the elders would smile and say, "A girl who believed that even the impossible deserves a chance." And so, dear listener, when someone tells you your dream is too big, too foolish, too far away, remember Amani, the girl who looked at the moon and thought, "Why not here?" Because sometimes the smallest hands plant the brightest light, and sometimes the world changes, not through wisdom, but through wonder. You've been listening to Tales from the Savannah. If Amani's light touched you today, share this story and let another dreamer find their moon.